So many of us are aimless.
Yeah.
It's like we're like, why do I feel aimless? People ask me that all the time. Like, man, I feel so aimless.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
Well,
you know?
okay, so two things happen when you're aimless. Okay, so the first is you get anxious. And the reason you get anxious is because anxiety computes aimlessness. So if you drop someone in the middle of a desert, the reason they're anxious is because it's not because they don't know which way to go. It's because there are way too many places to go, right? Every direction. And that's aimlessness, is like every direction beckons. That's way too complicated, and your brain literally signals that with anxiety. Okay, so that's aimlessness and anxiety are the same thing, but it's worse. Your brain is set up to produce positive emotion. Literally, this is what the positive emotion system does. It computes decrease between you and a goal. So if you have a goal and you see that you've done something that moves you towards it, your brain produces a dopamine hit, and that makes you feel good, and it strengthens the neural circuits that moved you forward. It does both of those. That's reward and reinforcement. And what that means is, if you don't have a goal, you have no positive emotion.
I was in a relationship. She said she wasn't happy.
Whoa,
you know
whoa. She said what?
She said she wasn't happy.
With you?
With me.
Man, you that boy.
You know what I told her? I said, I'd rather you go be happy. And I stay here and bear this pain. Because it's going to be painful that you leaving.
Right.
But I'd rather you be happy with someone else.
Right.
Than be miserable here another day with me. If you notice, my house doesn't have bars because it's not to keep anybody out or in. You walked in the front door, I'll allow you to walk out.
You gotta talk.
We're not too far away from him. He always will come and accept you back in open arms. Bro, I'm gonna start crying even talking about it, bro. I know, bro, like how unworthy I am. And then when you understand the type of love that God has for you, that it's not a feeling of love. He just chooses to love you the same way a father loves his son, even though his son is going down the wrong path, that he will always can come back home to him, and he will love him with open arms endlessly, time and time again.
I think it's interesting, like, whenever I meet somebody, particularly like women, I always kind of get this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a backhanded compliment, but it is kind of like a passive, like, wow, I just didn't expect, like, I thought you would be so different, or like, wow, you're actually really nice. That's a crazy one too. You're actually, like, saying you're actually anything means you basically thought I was a piece of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't believe in something bigger than ourselves, at some level will self-destruct. Yeah, I think that's all I can talk about it. Mostly because I'm still working out, the scientist in me wants to understand how it works, and I want to understand. And the point is to just go, there's for lack of a better language for it, there's higher power than me and what I can control. I'm giving up control on certain things, and somehow that restores a sense of agency for right action, better action.
I think about death all the time because it's probably the central theme. It's probably the thing that I think the most about, and I think that influences how I see time, and also how I think how it influences agency. Like what actions I'm willing to take despite the judgment of others. It might be because I have more insecurity than everyone, that I think like, man, I want to do this thing, and then I hear all these other voices of reasons why I shouldn't do it, or why somebody else will say like, that's bad, or you're bad. And so I think I've had to come up with a lot of these devices to get around my own insecurities, to take action despite those insecurities. And the biggest one that I think about is that it doesn't matter whether I achieve all of my goals or I don't achieve all of the goals. In 3 generations, I'll be forgotten, and the only people who were naysaying against me will also be dead. And so then it's like, just do it for me.
I want to kill myself. Fill this up.
You can't stop. You can't quit. You can't say, I'm a failure. You're not a failure. You're not. You're a wonderful, strong, intelligent youngster. Take advantage of that.
I'm going to have setbacks, I know. But if I'm feeling bad, that doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because, yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
Sometimes things are gonna be so tough. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to understand it. Just survive it. Take all that energy and just survive it. Like, bro, day by day, moment by moment, situation by situation. Like my dogs say, be where your feet are. Just survive it, right? And then you're going to get to a place, you're going to be on top of the mountain one day, and you're going to say, man, I see exactly why I had to face and go through that.
Always afraid to take the first step, because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road.
It's time to let go. Everything's gonna be all right. How do you know? How do you know something bad isn't gonna happen? I don't! When will I know I'm ready?
You won't. It's a leap of faith. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
Have a good time, man. Have some fun. Having fun is okay.
Life's not a spectator sport. If watching is all you're gonna do, then you're gonna watch your life go by without you.
20 years, if you're still living here, coming over my house to watch the Patriots game, still working construction, I'll fucking kill you. That's not a threat, what? That's a fact. I'll fucking kill you. What the fuck are you talking about? Look, you got something none of us. Oh, come on. Why is it always this? I mean, I fucking owe it to myself to do this or that. What if I don't want to? No. Fuck you. You don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me. I mean, you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. You're too much of a pussy to cash it in.
I'm happy in life. 3, 2, 1. Toby!
Yes,
Toby!
Depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
How many men do you think die by suicide each day in the UK? Have a guess. Raise your hand if you think it's under 5. Under 10? It's 12. That's 1 man every 2 hours. While we're all enjoying our day, we're going to lose 12 men to suicide today.
What is suicide? It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. It's so sad. You know, when you hear about young people, it's a heartbreaker. And I think often that thing of like purpose is the
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up, got too little time, I'ma live.
Most of us as men, we get attacked for not being vocal or expressing our feelings or our vulnerabilities. Why you won't just talk, just tell me what you thinking. You look like you got something on your mind. Talk, I'm here. And it's mom, they don't want to. They don't feel safe. They don't feel comfortable. We get attacked for shutting up and we get attacked for speaking.
You got to find out who you are and be the best at that. And once you master at who you are, being great at that, eventually somebody like myself will come across you and be able to give you that opportunity. Or you just may make it on your own. Some stars are born. You don't need people like me to make you when you were born. You got to find out who you are and be the best at that. And once you master at who you are, being great at that, eventually somebody like myself will come across you and be able to give you that opportunity. Or you just may make it on your own. Some stars are born. You don't need people like me to make you when you were born.
Hey man, quick little reminder before you actually pass out tonight. Look, you did a good job today. A really good job. Don't worry about no bullshit that came through. The day is done. Pack it up, get some rest. You deserve it. But remember this before you actually go to sleep. You're worth it. Everything that you've done, everything you want to do. Everyone's fucking proud of you. I'm proud of you. So, just know, you did good today. Alright? Love.
Here's the thing about mindset. A mindset will not change the shitty situation you're in. A positive mindset changes you, which changes your ability to deal with the shitty situation that you're in.
I believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you can learn to let go. Things go wrong so that you can learn to appreciate them when they're right. And sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together.
There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong.
Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. Hey, he's my favorite. Don't you bother him.
Yeah.
Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right.
Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed.